What's up, YouTube? Back here on the Modern Trend channel. So for those of you that don't know me, which is probably 95% of the people watching this, I'm a fashion design student at Columbia College. So I'm sharing my experience of studying fashion design and the curriculum behind it. So today we're like halfway through a first semester midterms, this week or next week or something like that. So yeah, that's who I am. I'm gonna share a little bit of my curriculum and what classes I'm taking. I am my fourth semester of school, so I just started my major classes. I'm taking Intro to Fashion Design Principles, Intro to the Fashion Industry, Math for Fashion, lame, and then some elective-based classes like Design Thinking and Jewelry and Objects 1. So all sort of based around the same design and fashion aspect of things, broadening my horizons. And I recently decided to do a marketing minor as well, so I'll be starting classes for that probably next semester or the semester after that. But yeah, so the main fashion courses that I'm taking right now that are sort of introducing me to the industry and the way things that are being done and how they differ from my view of them as not a student are Intro to Fashion Design Principles and Intro to the Fashion Industry. So you learn a little bit about the industry and the way that things are done in it. Through social media you get a different aspect of designers because they can be themselves and show. Branding nowadays is a lot different from actual fashion design because you can build a brand and a brand identity through social media without actually going through all the steps of fashion designers. So, they don't have to identify as ready to wear, they don't have to identify as menswear, they don't have to identify as, couture. They can sort of identify as just a brand. So you have a lot of small t-shirt brands, just anything really nowadays. You can really do anything with the internet. Yeah, so that's sort of how I always saw fashion design before I actually started studying it. So I guess the best way to describe it is, before I actually studied fashion design, I would just draw these basic garments, sort of like flat sketches, which you learn about once you start taking the classes. But, when you're actually in designing collections and stuff like that, there's a lot more to a collection than, sort of the way it's painted on a t-shirt brand, which I can totally get into in another video, and it's probably better to do that because it's a pretty deep subject. Right now I'm just trying to stick to the basic curriculum that I'm doing and different things that I've started out and the way things have differed. One really important thing I've noticed about being in school, so I'm in Columbia College Chicago, which is in the middle of Chicago, downtown in the South Loop. It's a really great environment to be in, especially for the fashion industry. Also, sort of because you're in the middle of the city, there's a lot going on, a lot of different events and stuff like that. Networking is a huge thing that I've sort of learned to respect more and do more of. Going to different events, meeting new people in the industry, getting your name out there is really important. Now, what's more important than that is building sort of a portfolio of your work so you have something to present. Or because if you just talk about all the things that you do and talk about all the things that you're in, it may spark some interest in somebody's mind, but showing them the work that you've actually presented and that you've actually created and that's come from your brain onto paper, or even stuff that you've actually made, photographs, that can be really important. But even just getting your name out there as a student, just letting them know that you're learning, that you're ready to learn. Internships, different things like that can land you different positions that can be vital in your career, far ahead or right now, or a couple days, anything, an experience, anything like that, any meeting new people, that stuff is all really good to get under your belt and understand. I would say even nowadays it's probably just as important as the actual schooling in the classes because, honestly, you could, before, the whole reason I sort of am doing this transition in my channel to where it's more based on the lifestyle aspect of a student of fashion design is because I would always be searching on YouTube because I would, before I was actually coming to school, I would want to understand what I was going to be doing and different things I would be doing because I sort of knew that the traditional way of doing things wasn't just sending it, designing to a manufacturer, and a lot of it's based on marketing nowadays, which is why I am doing a marketing minor. It sort of plays into just more experience and understanding how to build brand more because branding is really important, but also having good design is very important. So I keep getting off track, but anyways, yeah, the reason why I wanted to do this was to just show the subtle differences of what's different from what you see and what it actually is happening in a fashion design career. It could be for people that are just interested in it. It could be for people that were in my shoes a couple months ago and are about to go to school for it, or maybe you don't know what you want to do, fashion design is a really interesting thing. It involves a lot of research and sort of like writing paper, thematic creation, studying different lifestyles, different subcultures. You can really take your designs anywhere and your collections anywhere you want, and it can be all from personal thing, it can be all from a lot of different aspects, so that's why I sort of like it. So my fashion design principal class, that one is sort of pushing the actual design aspects of it, which is the class that I'm most interested in right now, because we're actually creating collections. It's showing you what you're actually going to be doing, and then once you move up, it's sort of like stepping stones up. So you're creating the collection on paper, you're starting to get your illustration aspects down, understanding how to put clothes on a croquis, and that'll really help you develop an aesthetic and understand your own design language a lot too, which can be pretty important. It's just slowly building upon all these little things that eventually get you to the next level, and you sort of really start to understand everything that's going on and how it all plays in with each other. So that's pretty much it. I'll probably be doing more videos about different stuff that I, maybe like one about the first collection and the process of doing a collection. I know I've seen some other videos about it, but they're sort of really long and staggered, so I can sort of run it down really quickly and give you the process of how things go. And I'll definitely keep updated on my sort of things that I'm doing and different ways that I'm handling situations in my career and in my schooling, stuff like that. So for now, peace out though. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.